For the last few months, I feel like I've been compiling a list of things to do in my head that I keep telling myself I'm gonna get to when life slows down. The garden needs attention. We've got harvest stuff that needs to be processed. My freezer needs to be cleaned out. There are a lot of errands and little projects that I've been pushing off for someday. Well, this week is finally someday. I am taking a week off of my full-time job to catch up on life and hopefully get a little bit ahead. I just got the kitchen really nice and cleaned, and now I'm gonna take some time to make a couple of loaves of bread and some rolls, so that way I have one small thing that I can check off my to-do list and not have to worry about it later in the week. Oh my gosh, look at that loaf. I'm out here in the garden. I really need to pull up these tomato plants. There's only one that's doing well over here. And honestly, we found out that the reason why these plants don't look like they're doing that so great anymore, or that great, is because we put fresh mulch down, and we found out that that draws nitrogen away from the plants, which young plants really need a lot of nitrogen to get established. So that was a mistake. So I'm gonna be pulling these tomato plants out, and here I'm probably gonna be planting beans, so that way I can fix nitrogen into the soil. And where the beans were over there, I'm gonna plant another round, just like 5 plants of paste tomatoes. Kind of let these cherry tomatoes go, and I really need to tie them up because I kind of just lost motivation out here a little bit, but it's time to get it back cleaned back up and ready for fall. As I was saying, I lost quite a bit of motivation in the garden this summer. I think there were quite a few things that contributed to that, but part of it was that we had an extremely wet spring. I'm talking rain 2 or 3 times a week for probably 2.5 months. And this meant that I didn't have to water my garden, which also meant that I wasn't spending 30 to 40 minutes a few times a week staring at my garden, seeing the weeds that I needed to pull, the plants that I needed to prune, all that type of stuff. So unfortunately, because of how rainy it was, I really think that a lot of the maintenance work fell by the wayside. Additionally, because of the rain, I believe that our tomatoes did not produce as well as they could have or should have, because tomatoes don't like wet feet. And I think that they had some fungal issues in addition to the nitrogen issues that I spoke about earlier. Something that has motivated me in the garden is the fact that my cucumber plants are now finally producing. I'm super excited to have cucumbers so I can have pickles all summer long. And after a little bit of a slow start, our peppers are finally starting to produce too. Unfortunately, for the second year in a row, my zucchini plants did not work out. However, I'm okay with that. And it's time to transplant the first bed of beans into a second planting of tomatoes. hoping to use the nitrogen from the first round of beans to really care for these tomatoes really well in hopes for a nice fall harvest. I absolutely hate the thought of going to Costco on the weekend, and unfortunately my work makes it very difficult to get there on a weekday. So I had to wait until my week off to get to Costco on a day that it wouldn't be absolute hell to deal with.
Milk, flour, sugar, berries, watermelon, Uncrustables, beer, paper towels, cheese and butter, cucumbers, croissants, muffins, wine, sushi, eggs for a pig, olive oil, heavy cream, corn, those. And the most important, getting warm back up.
In addition to our trip to Costco, I also went to the dollar store this week and got a whole bunch of stuff to organize the fridge and the freezers. However, the clip that I got explaining all of that stuff did not have audio. So, unfortunately, I can't go into detail about everything, but you can just see I got these little clear acrylic containers. I also got a few like locker book dividers to keep tall things in the fridge. And I really just needed to go through everything in the fridge, clean it all out, reorganize it, and try and get it in a system that will stay organized and work for us. As far as the inside freezer goes, I just took everything out, took inventory of what I have, kept convenience items and ready to reheat meals inside, and moved ingredients and everything else outside.
Here at our deep freezers, this is a freezer, and right now we've got this on the fridge. This has all of our chicken in it, plus a couple random things from Costco. This has our beef in it, plus a bunch of other random stuff. It is real warm out, and I don't want anything to go bad or melt. Here's the after. I'm not really gonna go through all of it because it's gonna be a little bit much, but I've got tenders in this whole thing. This is all thighs. This is all breasts for easy access. I've got breasts and thighs here. I've got stuff to make. This is like the dog's freezer stuff under here, minus these two things. These should actually probably go. I've got whole chickens and carcasses for stock in this side, and then cuts, flats, drums, everything stacked over here on this side. So it's not perfect, but it's way better than it was, and hopefully it closes. Not gonna close, let's see here. Still works, right? Does that close? Okay, and then this freezer is a little bit more compact, but I've got beef in the bottom here, and then just like different meal stuff. These don't fit in our inside fridge, so that's why they're out here. But yeah, I'm feeling super happy about the progress of the freezer. All right, so right now where we are is my horribly messy work desk. Currently, it's just like a catch-all for a bunch of random shit. You're seeing a lot of my son's toys that are like things that he can't play with without supervision. Got a lot of like random camera equipment. The cats eat on my desk because we can't put cat food on the floor because the ants get to it. There's just all kinds of stuff going on that I have solutions to. I just haven't put them in place. So for right now, I'm just putting a lot of my son's toys in this box, or all of them. I have a cabinet where I am going to store all this stuff, but he is in the room where that cabinet is right now, and I'm trying to get this done, which means I can't have him see the toys that he needs supervision to play with because I can't supervise right now. So if he sees these, he will want to play with them. So I'm going to just put them in a box for now and get them put away later. So here's the after. Not perfect, but way better. Still needs to get put away. That will get organized another day. Today's a big storage clean out day. We got our trailer that we picked up yesterday, and my mother-in-law just came to watch our son. So we're gonna head over to storage and hopefully get both units fully cleaned out within a couple hours. There's not too much stuff to deal with, but
no, this is gonna fly by.
Yeah. All right, here's the after. That's everything. I've been really trying hard to push myself to not have coffee first thing in the morning, to oh my God, let my body like naturally wake up without caffeine, which has been good. But it's like 1 o'clock now and I would like a coffee, so. I ground the perfect amount of beans. That's delicious. Oh my gosh. I use oat milk because dairy makes me break out. But we did find A2 protein, or good Lord, what's it called? A2 organic milk at Costco yesterday for a really, really, really good price. So I may start trying that in my coffee and seeing if that makes me break out, because I have heard that the A2 milk does not affect you the same. So I don't know. I still didn't find my muddler, huh? We're canning cherry tomatoes once again, because they're producing, so. Come here, girl. This week, I didn't get everything crossed off of my to-do list that I had planned, but I don't think that getting everything done was the point. The point of this week was to really focus on the tasks that I have been putting off for weeks, if not months, and getting done those big things that have been looming over me. We made a lot of progress in the garden. I was able to do some stuff in the kitchen as far as cleaning and organizing, and I was able to check off some of the biggest tasks that I have been just putting off. Doing all of those things has really made me feel like we're taking a step forward to our self-sufficiency goals. This last week made me take a step back to realize that there are small bits of time throughout my day that I can be using to get ahead on the things that I put off. Having a full week to be able to focus on the homestead and furthering our self-sufficiency goals reminded me how much I really do love this life when I'm not watching the clock or feeling pressured to get stuff done within a certain time constraint. This week has taught me a lot as far as learning that homesteading and becoming more self-sufficient isn't all about doing everything all at once. It's about the small projects, taking it day by day, and making progress wherever you can. That's what I'm hoping to share here, and I'm really excited for everything that we've got coming next. Oh my God, so much hair.